Social media management is not just about posting and scrolling away. If that's what you think it is, you're not alone, but you are completely wrong about it. I am Inifome and I have been doing this for over 3 years now. And in this video, I'll be showing you what social media management actually is and what it's not. So let's get right into it. Social media management is managing someone's online presence, voice, reputation, and community across platforms. It could be a small business, a big business, a CEO trying to create an online presence, or a local salon, a local restaurant, your friend's business, anything at all, you could manage it as a social media manager and supporting their goals. So it's not about vibes or aesthetics, it's not about posting, it's about you deciding what they say, when they say it, how they say it, and what they do not say online. So the posting part is just the visible part that you can see, while the strategy behind it is where the real work is. So what does this actually look like? Most of the work happens before anything goes live. First, content planning and strategy. What is the goal for the week? For a skincare brand, that could be driving people to a new product that they launched, or an old product, reminding people what it is like. And for a personal brand, that could be positioning you or someone else has the leading voice in their industry or your industry. Then there's content creation and scheduling, writing captions, creating or sourcing for visuals for this post, and scheduling the post intentionally. You could be posting a YouTube video at 7 p.m. at night, not because that's what you want to do or the time that you want to do that, but that's just because the audience is mostly active at that particular time. Or you could be creating an Instagram carousel, breaking down a complex topic for people. And then there is community management. You have to be replying to comments and DMs about a complaint or an inquiry, and managing conversations. You have to turn a negative comment into a positive conversation, because one negative comment can turn everything upside down. So you have to manage the community. Then you have to stay really updated with the platforms. Instagram can make a change today with how you post reels. LinkedIn might roll out a new feature, TikTok as well, and all the algorithm shifts. You have to stay updated with these changes and change your strategy accordingly and adapt to every change that these platforms are making. And as a social media manager, you also have to collaborate with a team. Either you're collaborating with the designer for a post, or the videographer, photographer, or even influencer themselves, just so that the business is aligned. They could suggest a post that you don't think it might work for the audience, or they might not like your suggestion because it doesn't really fit the voice that they want to put out there. So collaboration and teamwork really comes to play in social media management. And then there is the reporting and analytics part of it. What worked, what didn't work, why it did not work, why did this reel go viral, why did this carousel not do as well as we thought it would, like the previous one, what, why, and when, and what can we do differently should be the questions you'll be asking while managing a page. So even though the job looks easy before you saw this video, now I hope I've convinced you that it's not so easy, but don't be overwhelmed if you are about to become a social media manager, because if you're prepared, there's nothing you cannot conquer. And as a social media manager, clients sometimes do not even know what a social media manager is. They think you are everything. You might be wondering, so what are you not responsible for as a social media manager? But I would say that you're not a graphic designer, because you know how to use Canva to create a few designs and do an edit here or there. Doesn't mean you are a graphic designer. And also, you're not a professional videographer or photographer. You could take a picture, a clear picture for the brand here and there behind the scenes, but it doesn't mean you have to be, or you are the primary photographer, videographer, or content creator for this brand. You could have knowledge about it, but you are not the one who is supposed to be doing all of this work. Another responsibility that often falls on social media managers as well is marketing. You are not the head of marketing. You are part of a marketing team, but you are not the head of the marketing team. Do you understand? While you can support the marketing team, you are not the head of the marketing team. You're not supposed to be doing the PRO campaigns or managing the emails or paid advertising so much. You are not a paid ad specialist. Yes, you could have knowledge. I do have knowledge about running ads and campaigns, but that doesn't make me an ad specialist on social media. I could look at what works, the analytics and all, but basically I'm saying that it doesn't make me the primary marketer for this brand or for this influencer. So another thing is that you are not available 24/7. Never be available 24/7 because you have other things that you're doing, and it's not ideal that you're available 24/7. You just because the business is online doesn't mean that you have to be online 24/7. That's why there's scheduling, and that's why there is planning, a content calendar, and all of that. And oftentimes people feel like the responsibility of converting the audience into customers, it's lays solely on them. But I do not think so. I think your job is to build awareness for this brand, and you should not feel like you are solely responsible to convert audience or bring customers to the brand or to this influencer or to whoever you're managing their page. So you build trust, engagement, and awareness for a brand. So now that I've said this, you're wondering, okay, so what exactly is my role? What am I supposed to be doing? What does success look like in social media management? First of all, good social media management means a consistent on-brand presence, an engaged community, and content that supports the goals of a brand. For a business, it could be website clicks. For a personal brand, it could mean opportunities to work with brands. And for a simple creator, it could just mean building a loyal and engaged audience who cares about what they are putting out there. So it's not just about likes and followers, it's actual impact, real business movement, or personal brand growth. So in my next video, I'll be talking about the skills that you actually need to do a really good job as a social media manager. So if you want to get into social media management, you should do well to subscribe to this channel. And if you know someone who wants to get into social media management, do well to share this video with them as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.